Welcome back, everybody. In this video we're going to check out the Commander Night Vision 100 by OneLeaf. So this is a night vision device that you can use as a monocular, or you can actually attach this to a rifle scope and use it right through your rifle scope. So you essentially could turn any of your guns into a predator hunting machine with literally just this. So I picked this up off Amazon. Right now it's listed on Amazon for $339.99. And it says it's got a night viewing range up to 300 meters or 984 feet, which is pretty incredible. And if this thing's all it's supposed to be, this is quite the device. Let's go ahead and open it up. We got the user's manual. So here we've got different mounting brackets for whatever millimeter size scope you have. Eyepiece. Here's the actual monocular right here. It comes with an SD card. Let's see. A 32 gigabyte SD card. Your battery goes in right here. Looks like this is where your IR light comes off. Let's go ahead and turn this thing on and see if it's actually fired up. Here's your... And it is on. I don't know how if you can actually see that or not. Probably not. But I'm going to go ahead and video stuff right through it right now, and then we're actually going to mount this onto my 17 HMR and shoot it a little bit and see how it does with the recoil and stuff. Here's what the front looks like. So I just looked through the monocular during the daylight mode, and I was pretty impressed. It's pretty darn clear. You can really focus in really easily with this adjuster right here. I think this right here you're going to have to use in accordance with your scope when you get your scope hooked up to it, but it's very user friendly as well. If you want to go to your night vision, your night mode, you just hold on that, and just like that you're running off the IR light. And if you want to start recording, you just press the OK button in the middle, and then you have a menu button right here where you can flip through all the different settings on the device, and you can even play back video that you've already taken through the device. So you can actually with this sight in a laser. So this thing actually, I don't know if you can see that, but it's a laser that points out that you're going to be able to see really easily during the IR, during night vision. So we'll be able to show that tonight when we shoot the gun in the dark. But okay, let's go ahead and set this up on my 17 HMR and see how it actually works set up, and see how easy it is to set up on there. As you can see, I just mounted the device on the scope. So now all you have to do is take your monocular and you put it in there, twist, and then twist back, and it clicks in. You can see it click in nice and tight. And you'll have to adjust these Allen screws to get it lined up. It took me a few minutes of adjusting these screws right here with an Allen wrench to get this lined up so it was square up and down. You want it perfectly up and down with your scope, obviously, just like that. So let's go ahead and look through it and see how it looks once we turn it on here. So we're gonna just hit the on button, and it just turns on just like that. Once you get the device mounted on your scope just like this, and you get this the crosshair centered as good as you can, They did put some electrical tape in there that you can put right around the end of your scope here to get a better tight fit. I didn't actually have to use it. I had a pretty snug fit as it was. So much so that I almost had to tap on this to get the mount to fit onto the end of the scope. So it's nice and tight. It's not going nowhere. And then what you want to do to get your crosshairs focused, you're going to use this adjustment right here. And you're just going to roll that up and down until your crosshairs, you know, are perfectly focused inside this. I don't know if you can actually see in there or not, but I've got it perfectly focused. In your eye relief right here, you can adjust that until everything matches, as well as the focus on your scope. Depending on what you're using, you're going to need, there's three things you got to make sure they're focused. Your scope at the yardage, so I'm going to be shooting at like 50 yards, so I have that focused at 50. You need to adjust that till your reticles are focused, and then adjust that until everything's focused, and then you'll be ready to go. So let's go ahead and I've got a metal target down there. We're going to go ahead and put some earplugs on, and we're going to shoot, and I'm going to show you exactly what it's like through the scope. So as you guys seen, I just shot 3 shots through my 17 HMR at that metal target. It's like about 75 yards away right now. And I was really impressed how clear you can see through this monocular and through your scope, and actually see the impacts on the target. So as you guys seen on the video there, you can easily see where the rounds impacted the target. And if this works this nice at nighttime, this is going to be a pretty awesome coyote killing machine right here at night. I'm excited to see how bright that IR light actually is, and if we're going to be able to zero in that laser beam. I didn't even look to see if you could see that laser beam during the day. I'll point it back out there right now and see if we can actually see the laser once I turn it on. So those last 3 shots you guys seen me take, I was zoomed quite a ways out. This thing has 6 times zoom, so I just zoomed in, and we're going to take a few more shots zoomed right in. You can see the target really easily that way. So this laser that you can see right here, we're going to go ahead and line that laser up with our crosshairs so the laser's right on the money. And in the box, there's 2 Allen wrenches. One small one, which is for this laser adjustment right here. There's one right there and one on the side. So we're going to go ahead and adjust that laser so it's on target. Okay, so after screwing with this laser for a while, what I've noticed is you really can't get that thing dialed in right on the money, because this thing does wiggle just a tiny bit. Obviously, for that laser to stay on target, this thing can't wiggle at all. So the laser gets you close to your target, but I wouldn't use that as a pinpoint accuracy type reticle. What's good about this thing, though still being accurate, is the fact that this thing can move, and your focal point and what you're actually aiming with is your reticles from your scope, and that's never going to move. So as long as you're focused, it doesn't really matter if this thing moves around a little bit. You're always going to be on target with those reticles within your scope. So it makes sense that you know, that laser is not necessarily what you want to be using to be dialing into your target with. It's nice though that, you know, you can, at night, you'll be able to point that laser and know you're right in the general vicinity of the target. And at that point, you'll be able to look through your scope and dial in with your reticles with the IR. So overall, I'm super impressed with the daytime footage that this thing takes. It's really crystal clear. You can zoom in really close with it. I'm looking forward to using this tonight in the dark and seeing how good the night vision aspect of it is, because that's really the reason why I bought it and why most people are going to buy it, because they want to be able to, you know, predator hunt at night, and that IR is going to make or break this device. At the end of the day, one of the best parts about this device is the fact that you can literally press this button, twist, and just like that, you have a monocular that you can scan with. You can scan across the field, like if you're calling for predators, you can scan looking for predators. And you can take this out during the daylight and you don't even need this on it. You know, you can use this scope as if you never had any night vision whatsoever mounted to it. So that's one of the coolest aspects about this product, in my opinion, is the fact that you can, just like that, you just turn this into a night vision setup. Just like this, you just turn it into a normal rifle again. So I think that's what a lot of people are gonna latch onto when they look at this. Like I said, I'm excited for it to get dark, and we'll see how the IR actually does at night. It is now pitch black out, so we're gonna try out this OneLeaf Commander Night Vision 100. And first off, I'm just gonna use it as a monocular and check out what it looks like with the night vision before I actually attach it to my rifle scope right here and shoot it. So let's check it out, and I'll show you the footage I get right now just looking outside in the dark with it. So as you guys can see, it's kind of raining out, so it's a little bit foggy, but otherwise, you know, out to 60, 70 yards, you can see pretty darn clearly through that. Let's go ahead, and I've attached it to my scope. We're gonna go ahead and open the window, and we're gonna engage that little metal target out there at like 75 yards and see how it does in the pitch black with the night vision. So I just shot that target 3 times in the dark, and I wanted to show you guys on different levels of zoom what it looked like. And overall, this is a pretty sweet device right here. Like I said before, my favorite part about this whole thing is, like, just like that, you have a monocular that you can scan with while you're coyote hunting. So you can be calling and scanning, and as soon as you spot one, you can literally go just like this. And just like that, you're ready to shoot. I just want to show you how easy that really is. Like, you don't even have to look. Bam, you're ready to rock and roll. So for the price, I mean, you're gonna have a hard time beating that. You have awesome night vision setup instantly, and this is gonna work great for coyote hunting. So I've actually already shot a few coyotes this fall. It was like October 3rd, and the neighbor was chopping his cornfield up here, and he gave me a call and was like, "Hey Cliff, are you around home? There's coyotes out here in the field just mousing." So I ran up there with my 300 Win Mag and I let them have it. So I was able to get a few coyotes killed early on this October, and I'll show you that footage now, but there's a link in the description to this device, and you guys can go check it out and see what you think. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one.